Our special guest today is Mr. Rajiv Dayal. He is the president of India Society of Worcester, known as ISW. So, Rajiv, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And coming to our studio.
Thank you very much for inviting me here.
We hear that this year ISW is planning a big India Day. And so tell us about that and what really prompted to celebrate India Day at this big scale.
Yeah, you see, ISW has been celebrating India Day now for the last 27 years, that 27th year. Mm-hmm. And in the past, we have always celebrated for the last at least 10 years at the Italian American Center in Worcester. And this year, we decided that we're going to kind of make this India Day into a much larger, larger version of India Day, a much grander scale. And this actually all came about from what we now call it an ISW 2020 vision. So ISW, as you probably know, is a society which was founded in 1963. Mm-hmm. So in 2013, we celebrated our 50th anniversary. And as the community has changed over the last 50 years, like one of the founders, right now, he was at the 50th anniversary. And his story is that he started the society only because people wanted to get together to eat Indian food.
What is his name?
Mr. Sharma.
Sharma, okay.
Yeah, Sharma. Yeah. And he said that they started it together just so that people could have Indian food. Mm-hmm. So from that time, and all they did was a Diwali program. From that time to now, the community has changed, the needs have changed. So once we celebrated our 50th, we said, let's look ahead. Let's try to see what the community demands of us going forward next 5 years. So we started the process way back in May of 2014. We had a planning session, and over the course of 2014, we kind of went through different processes and different meetings. A planning session which had 400 ideas was attended by nearly 100 people. We then filtered that down, and from those 400 ideas, we broke it down, and in the end, we have basically about 10 strategic pursuits, as we call them.
Can you share some of them with us?
Yes, and one of them actually of those 10, and 10 is just a number, right, is India Day, an expanded India Day program. So
in the past, how many people have attended in the past?
India Day, the Italian American Center has roughly attended about 2,000, 2,500 people. And we said this year, we're going to do it on a much grander scale, get 5,000 plus people, and maybe even up to 7,000 to 10,000 again. That's our thing, our hope. The other thing, again, which came out of our vision was that India Society of Worcester should be working with more of the other regional organizations, Indian organizations. So what we are doing for this India Day is we are inviting other regional organizations to join us in celebrating India Day. Mm-hmm. And we have reached out to Gurjar, we have reached out to the Tamil Association, the Kashmiri Association, and many others. We've reached out to them, and this India Day, they're going to partner with us to kind of celebrate India Day. And the India Day is, as it's going to be a free event. It's going to be free.
And where is it going to be held?
It's going to be held at the DCU Center.
DCU
Center in Worcester on August 15th from 3 to 8 p.m.
Excellent.
And it's going to have a cultural program to it, and there's going to be obviously Indian food from the four corners of India. There's going to be a Meena Bazaar. There's going to be some non-profits.
So at what time exactly starts? 5?
It's going to start at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
It'll start at 3 and go up to 8 o'clock.
And it will include cultural events and dances and music.
Yes, music, cultural events. There'll be dances. And again, a representative of that state.
Okay. So India Day is one of those 10 points which you guys had crystal down.
Yeah.
Can you talk about a couple of other points?
Well, a couple of other things again we are trying to do is that we are trying to expand sporting activities of what we do. Mm. So every year ISW, as you might be aware, we go to the Celtics for a basketball game. And at the Celtics, we get the whole program. In other words, we get to sing the national anthem. We get the pre-game show in with about hundreds of kids are dancing on the main floor. Mm. And also during the halftime, we get what they call the kids tunnel, where the kids get to high five the players.
What are some of the other activities of ISW? Like off the camera, we were talking about camping and other stuff.
Yeah. So basically, we started off. We had a showcase India just a few weeks ago, and that's a program which is organized by IYG, which is the India Youth Group. So ISW again has different, you have a youth group, we have a cultural school which teaches 7 different languages. Then we got Hamrai, which is a group for the senior citizens. We also have a free health stop every Wednesday at the India Center, which is for anybody who needs.
So ISW is the only association in New England area which has its own facility and location.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I think.
How big it is?
I think
in terms of square footage.
Yeah, I think it's the big hall. I think it's 40 by 40.
40 by 40.
The hall, and then we have 6 classrooms, a kitchen.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I hear that is also filled out completely.
Yes, and we are able to rent it out, and especially it's busy. Most evenings there are dance classes there, and Saturday and Sunday the cultural school is held. So yeah, it's pretty active.
So Raju, what are some of other activities in addition to India Day and camping and?
Yeah, so some of the other activities coming up is we've got a couple of weeks ago we had a Kavi Sammelan. Now we have Antakshari competition coming up in a couple of weeks. Then we have an ISW camping trip. We go to the Boy Scout reservation, Rutland, for 2-night camping trip. That's coming up. We are introducing a new carom competition. That again is happening in June. Then over the fall we'll be having a cricket event in which we invite local cricket players to play, and then we make a picnic out of it. And then obviously there's Garba, there's the Diwali program, there's Diwali Puja. There'll be Christmas celebrations, and again we are also planning other new activities throughout the year. We hope to add to this.
Excellent. Yeah. And you have been president of ISW for how long?
I've been president for 2 years.
For 2 years.
2013. I started on 13.
Excellent.
I completed 2 years of my term in January of this year, and now I've got another 2 years.
So it's a 4-year term?
It's a 2-year term,
renewal?
Yeah,
it's a long term, so you have a long way to go.
Yeah, another 2 years to go.
Okay.
Right, it's a lot of fun.
And maybe until 2020, right?
Well, no, I think 2017 is January 2017 is when my term ends.
Well, Raju, thank you very much for coming, and nice to chat to you, and good luck for the event.